Alright, we're at low card. This is actually the second time I've been fighting. That's low car. Alright, this is the Elementalist, which is a Storm Totem Elementalist, focusing on Storm Totem and Stun Jacks. Using this for Stun Jacks, and this for Storm Totem. This helps me drop 2 of them at once. This makes me nearly immortal with over 3,000 health regen per second base. We don't have a good farmable belt, so we crafted this belt for offensive ability. Crafted these boots and crafted these gloves. We didn't have the Stormplate gloves like we want. Get these from Ashes of Malmoth. Get this from the Dream Quest, which gives us more health regen. And then this is the Fetid Mask, which you can get from right in front of the pit for the Hidden Path quest. This build killed Lokar in under 19 hours, and everything was farmed relatively easily. It's a pretty solid build. I've got potions on right now because of I just killed Lokar. Build is fairly simple. Getting a few points in Soft Captain's Vindictive Flame, getting 7 points in Olsen's Chosen to get the total damage for the dot here. Just 1 point in this, max out this, 10 points this. You can put more points into the Blast Shield. Maxing out this for the lightning damage offensive ability, electrocute damage, lightning damage, main damage ability, dot damage. Extra points go into Wind Devil. Max out, max out. 12 would be fine here. I'd probably actually go back and reduce this to 12 points and put 2 more points into Wind Devil to increase my damage. Devotion, kind of standard. We get Tsunami for more defensive ability. We get Arcane Bombing. We get Eye of Korvac for reduced offensive ability and defensive ability, which makes us tankier. Of course, you take Turtle Shell, Scythe, Elemental Storm. Elemental Storm we could actually live without, but it works well with Scythe. Hand Voltas, again, we can live without, but it does really good damage with Storm Totem. And of course, Giant's Blood. We put Giant's Blood on Blast Shield, so that it doesn't proc randomly, and then it will stay procced when we want to use it. It's pretty tight with the devotions, per se. The build has Chain Lightning, which is what we use to get our Arcane Bomb, but the main form of the build is just Runaway. It's a Runaway build. You need Pet Attack on your bar, because the Storm Totem and the Wind Devils will automatically will attack Pet Attack target. So it's a really good thing to have. I'll show you a real quick run. It's not the best farming build, but running to Krieg is pretty fast. As far as like versus the other builds. I'll probably do something like second character, depending on what is up. But for still got a few days to last epoch, so probably gonna do a little bit of stuff for that. It's great for totems when you can actually get there. You could do an Archon version of this, build of this
I've been expecting.
or if you can just sit around, you know, essentially you can put on the entire time waiting just because you have flash. And you resummon totem every chance you get because it applies the dot in this country. That's the big key is you want to keep resummoning totems as many as you can because every totem has its own dot and a new totem counts as a new totem. The most powerful stat you can have for this build is electrocute duration. I don't have any on this build right now. If I did, it's a multiplicative damage increase for each one. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the build. Generic link is in the build, plus the one that I'm using for this one. Talk to you next time.